Please do remember the light that we are studying has a special name in physics. If you want to study light, that is the study of lights. Okay. So this study of light basically deals with what you see or what is visible. Because everything is visible due to light, nothing else. Everything is visible due to light. And this study of light thereby is called optics. Okay? This study of light thereby is called optics. This is very important because later on this optics is going to form around 20% of your syllabus in various classes. Okay? So now maybe it is in a very minuscule quantity, but later on it will form a lot of syllabus. Okay? First of all, as we are studying light, so we have to know what are the sources of light. Sources of light. Okay? So specifically, if you want to say, for us, well, sun is the biggest source of light that we know, right? Actually, it is the source of all energy for us, right? But definitely, there are other objects like stars, though they are much away from us, but they also give some amount of light, so they can be called as weak source of light. Weak source. But this is the main source. Sun is the main source of light. Now there are various sources of light which we see other than sun, which we see in our house. So like kerosene lamp you can use, or a bulb, or a tube light. So that is the immediate source of light from where you are getting the light. At this moment, maybe a tube is running in your room. So you are getting a light from the tube, right? Many of your rooms. Some people may or are getting the light from the sun itself also. So depending on which object is going to emit light and which object is not going to emit light, we have two kinds of sources. Number one is luminous bodies. Okay? Luminous bodies. What are luminous bodies? These are those which gives light by themselves. Okay? These are luminous bodies. Next is non-luminous bodies. Non-luminous bodies means this does not give light by themselves. That means you can write it like this: doesn't give light by themselves. Rather, you write light energy. Okay? They don't give light energy by themselves. Okay? But they reflect light energy. They reflect light. Example you can take as moon. The moon does not have light of its own, but when sun rays fall on moon, okay, this is the moon, sun rays is falling on it, and suppose you are there in the earth, you can see this light reflected coming over here. Okay, so that is what a non-luminous body is. It reflects the light, but it does not give light from its own. Or you can take anyone, you can take a mirror, it's a non-luminous body, but mirror can reflect light, right? Mirror, or any other objects, any other objects that you want to take out. Anyone, your pen, you yourself, right? Everybody is non-luminous. Okay. And if I ask you what are luminous, well, the biggest example is sun, stars. These are luminous bodies. Okay. Okay. So now we are going to understand certain other things which are also important. Some terms which are very important because we will be using those terms in various places in life. So we need to know those terms. Number one is optical medium. Optical medium. What is optical medium? See, optical medium is that through which, okay, it's a medium. First of all, it's a medium. So it's a material. You can take it's a material. Material or non-material. Non-material means vacuum. Material or non-material. Okay? Through which light passes partially or wholly. Okay? Or wholly. Either partially or wholly. So this kind of things we will be calling as optical medium. Okay? Now see, optical medium are of two types. Number one is homogeneous. Homogeneous medium. Homogeneous medium means optical medium which has uniform composition. Uniform composition. There may be an optical medium like glass which has uniform composition at different points. So they are called homogeneous medium. Next is heterogeneous medium. Heterogeneous medium means they have different composition. They have different composition at different points. They are heterogeneous medium. Okay. So if you want example of heterogeneous medium, then you can take this as muddy water. They don't have same composition everywhere. You can take air. Air may be looking homogeneous at this point of time that you are seeing over here. But if you go to a higher altitude, the density of air will decrease. So definitely the composition is changing. Okay. If you go to higher altitude, the oxygen percentage will come down. So composition is changing. In case of homogeneous, I have already given you example. You can write down also water, glass, etc. Normal glass. Okay. But here water means distilled water. Okay. There should not be impurity. Distilled water. Okay. There are another school of differentiation or classification between optical medium. So that classification is transparent. Okay. Translucent. And opaque bodies. So these are also three kinds of medium. First of all, what is transparent? Transparent means it allows most of the light. Okay. Transparent means it allows most of the light. Okay. Most of the light is allowed to pass through this medium, like glass. Glass is a transparent medium, we know. But all the glass is not transparent, remember. The normal glass you see, it may be transparent. But there are glasses which are not transparent. So there will be glasses where it allows partially or a part of light, okay, or a part of light, okay. Either it will allow partially or a part of light. Next, there is opaque medium. Opaque medium is it doesn't allow light to pass through. So this is opaque medium. Okay, clear? So done. All the types of medium more or less we have covered up. So if you have any doubts, please ask. Now we will be understanding various light sources and various types of lights. That is various kinds of what do you say terms that we are going to use later on. So you need to know those terms. Okay? What does this mean and all? So first of all, we are going to understand what is point source of light. So various times you will see it will be written in books, and maybe I will also teach, that is what are point source of light. So light is coming from a point source like that. Point source of light. Okay. So point source means basically source coming, means like the light coming from a source. I'll write it. Coming from a source of a size of, okay, from a source of a size of pin head. That means very small pore is there. So I'll show you an example. So suppose this is a box that you have, opaque box. So there is a small pore like this, small pore, very small pore. So here is a light. This is a bulb, small bulb, which is emitting light, right? Like this. It's emitting light. Now, definitely, even if it emits light, it cannot go out because this box is opaque. So it will not allow the light to pass through. Only place the light can pass through is here. So this will act as a point source. Okay? This will act as a point source. So this from this point source, you are going to get lights like this. So you may try that in your home also. This is not a very difficult experiment to do. So we used to do this when we were kid, like you. So I don't think your parents will disallow this. This is good thing. Please do this kind of thing. This will give you the feel of science. Okay. So this is the way. So if you see, if the light is coming like this, it looks like it is coming from a very small pore. So this type of source of light is called point source of light. I hope it is clear to everybody. Point source of light. Okay, na? Next, can I rub this? Anybody left to copy? Okay, I'm erasing this. Okay. Next, we are going to study ray of light. Ray of light. What is a ray of light? So various times you will see, I'll say that there is a ray of light coming through. So what is ray of light? Ray of light is nothing. Basically, you can, I'll just give you the definition letter. First letter C. Nothing. It's just one ray of light. That's it. Now, definition if you want to write, you can write down. Path along which light travels, path along which light travels in a given direction, in a given direction, okay, is called ray of light. So while you draw this ray of light, remember the arrow is very important. You always have to give this arrow. This is very, very important. So don't forget to give the arrow. Next is beam of light. So what is beam of light? Collection of number of rays of light, nothing else. So, right? Collection of number of rays of light. So this is beam of light. So an example maybe. So this is a beam of light. As you can see, we call this, as all of these are parallel, so we call this kind of rays, we call this parallel beam. So when we say parallel beam, that means there is a collection of rays of light which are parallel to each other. Okay? This is parallel beam of light. So that means there can be beam of light which is not parallel. So we are going to see those also. So please copy this one. After that, I will proceed. So now we are going to study about non-parallel. Non-parallel can be of two types. Generally, what we will use? Non-parallel beam. One is convergent types. Okay, convergent beams. Another is divergent beam. So what is convergent? Convergent beam is like this. I'll show you. If you see, all these light rays are converging to a point. If we extend this like this, okay, all these light rays are converging to a point. So you can write when light rays coming from different direction, when light rays coming from different directions, okay, meet at a point, meet at a point, the right total point. So this type of rays are convergent rays. And in case of divergent, the definition will be rays of light originating from a point, okay? Rays of light originating from a point travel in various directions. Travel in various directions. Okay? Then it is called divergent. So already we have done one divergent ray. If you see the pinhole that we did, that is the point source of light. So that was divergent like this. Divergent is much easier to draw actually. So this is divergent ray of light. Remember, in case of optics or light, you shall draw all the diagrams with pencil and arrow is necessary. So these two things never forget. While you do optics, These two things never forget. Number one is pencil. Okay. Number two is arrow. Arrow showing direction of the line. This is very important. These two things. Okay. Don't forget this.